Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's I, the man, the myth, the legend, the con man, and today I'm going to be presenting my quick review for RoboCop Rogue City. Now, let's begin. First things first, my official rating for this game is a solid 6 out of 10. Why? Because at the end of the day, this game has been made by a very indie studio, and there are many things that they could have done with RoboCop in terms of gameplay and abilities, which they failed to do. And the maps felt very empty and soulless, but that just feels with the same you can feel with any Unreal Engine game because of how good it looks, but at the same time there's no originality in terms of the background or the art style of the game, because every single Unreal Engine game looks the same. Anyway, let's continue on with the review. So first things first, the gameplay of this game is very solid. I love the gameplay of this game. Now my only problem is that my first playthrough was in very hard difficulty, and even in very hard difficulty I only died one time, and that was because a new enemy was introduced and I didn't know how to deal with it. And so I just got two shot, which I actually appreciated for a second, because I like feeling like at the edge of my seat while playing games. I like it when it's hard to win. It makes me feel engaged with the game, but that's enough about me. Now let's get back to the gameplay. So the gameplay has many aspects to it. You can use the right button to scan for enemies and scan for clues, just like I'm going to show you right now. I can scan this person and do some detective work, which is really cool. I can also pick up all of these drugs here, and that helps me get XP. Let me show you the progression of this game, which is also a part of the gameplay. You have two types of progression in this game. You have the weapon progression, the classic Auto 9 that he uses, in which you can use motherboards and chipsets to upgrade your base Auto 9, which has an infinite ammo capacity. Now the second thing we have, if in terms of progression, is the skills. The skills are divided into these subsets, and I would say psychology is useless. Psychology is useless unless you are extremely tone deaf and have zero social skills. Then psychology is pretty good. Okay, you can get the double earned public trust points for the good ending, so that helps, but other than that, I don't really find psychology to be very useful in very hard difficulty, because I was too focused on getting armor and combat to make sure that I didn't die in two shots. Anyway, in terms of vitality, I would say this is the best skill point for vitality, because you can regenerate up to 75% of your health. Armor is extremely important in very hard difficulty. Combat is good, I guess, but then there are some weapons who don't really give a shit about combat, and then you can just one shot everyone, like the heavy pistol, which I love, my most favorite weapon in the game. Anyway, so this is the progression. You get one skill point for every 1000 XP you earn, which is solid. I was unable to complete the entire skill point tree in my very hard difficulty playthrough, even though I went through everything at 100% the game, so that was kind of weird. But I guess they didn't want you to be like completely overpowered by the end of the game. The final boss fight was really cool, but because of how easy it was and how I didn't die even once in the final boss, turned me off a bit. Anyway, getting back to the game. So that is all there is for gameplay. You can also pick people up. Let me just show you right here. Yep, I picked him up, and then I can throw him on his... Okay, I can throw him on his mate, and then both of them are dead. Okay, no, this one is still alive. I can also do this. Pretty cool. And then I can do this. Pretty cool. Sometimes when I throw them on the ceiling or on the floor, they just go through the floor, which is really weird. Will it work this time? No, it didn't, but the bounce was pretty nice. Anyway, that is it for the gameplay. The soundtrack of this game is pretty solid, because it's the original RoboCop soundtrack, and the nostalgia you get when you play with the RoboCop soundtrack on is just so cool. But okay, so this game is basically going to play on your nostalgia and how much you love RoboCop. And the story wise, the game is solid too. They really cared a lot about the RoboCop universe, and I could see them trying their best to maintain the RoboCop universe. The problems I faced in this game are mainly because of not the story, mainly because my game crashed multiple times, a total of 8 times because of Unreal Engine and cutscenes. There was some problem there, which was then fixed by removing all super sampling from my playthrough, and I had to turn off super sampling, which is causing this minute freezes in the recording, if you see any. And other than that, the story is solid. I just had problems with a few crashes, and the gameplay was just so connected to RoboCop, and you really felt like RoboCop to the point that when you were walking through this vast empty map with nothing in it, and you had to go through it as RoboCop, and RoboCop walks extremely slow. Even when he's running, he's super slow. I mean, you can use the charge ability you get from not focus. You get the charge ability from engineering, and you can use it to mitigate some of the traveling time, but it's still pretty slow. And that was why I really started to dislike the game, because I spent more time walking from one place to another than actually playing as RoboCop, beating up people and doing detective work. So that is my one gripe with this game. I just wish there were more RoboCopy superpowers like he would. I mean, this didn't happen in the movie, but it would have been cool because it's a game like my punch just becomes a rocket punch, and then it just goes and just smashes through someone's head, and then I get it back. So things like that would have been cool. So when I was playing this game, I just thought of more and more how they could have made it so much cooler. But it's a small indie developer, so I completely understand. But that is why I'm going to give it an unbiased 6 out of 10. The soundtrack is solid because it's the original RoboCop soundtrack. The story is solid because they really stuck to the original source material and made sure to depict the characters in the right way. And let's see, what else do we have in this game? I mean, that's all it is to this game. Thank you for everybody for watching. If you're a RoboCop fan, you will enjoy it. Even if you're not a RoboCop fan, you will still enjoy this very unique experience. That is all I have for this review. Please don't forget to drop a like, and subscribe if you want more quick reviews for more games. Write in the comment section what types of reviews you want me to do. Would you like me to do some long form detailed reviews, or would you like me to continue with my quick reviews? And which games do you want me to review next? I would be happy to do so, but just try your best to name PC games, because I do not have a console with me at least now, because we'll get onto that some other time. So thank you everybody for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.